So everybody has a GitHub account, right? So GitHub account is mandatory, right? So for everyone should have, because we cannot create a repository without having a GitHub account. So create your GitHub account if you don't have, and if you want to create a repository, so simple repository you can create, right? So repository name, you can give, and the repository type is public or private. So it's very simple difference, right? Public means anyone can access, and private means you have to provide the access to whom you want to allow to access your repository. So you can select. So if you want to give description, the description you can give, this is optional. And if you want to keep it in your repository, right? Repository is like just a folder. It's like a workspace. Okay. Up now in this repository, you have to add which type of application it is. Like it's a Java application, or it's a PySpark data application, right? It's a Scala application. So you can add in the repository, but you need a one workspace, and that workspace you are creating as a repository. And I'm just creating a README file. Okay. So this README file I'm adding so that you can add more long descriptions you can have in the README. Create a repository. So once this repository is created, so manually you can upload the file. There is a add file option is there, right? And another way is you can clone this repository in your local environment. So you have to pull the code from the remote to your local, and then you can add the file and you can push the file to the remote. And it is here main branch. So sometimes it shows master, right? So you can have the repository with the master branch or main branch, both are same. So here it's showing main, and even you can create your own branch also. Okay, I mean, right now only one branch, and that branch is the main branch. Okay, so main branch is only one branch. But if I create my own branch from this main, I will create a feature branch. And feature branch, you can do some enhancement of your code, and then you will merge your branch with the main branch. Okay. So first, let's clone this repository. So we need, like if I want to run some GitHub command, right? I need some git bash tool. Okay. So git bash tool you can install in Windows. Okay. Or if you are using Ubuntu, you can directly do git clone command, because you need a Linux environment, right? Simply you need a Linux environment, because we are using git bash. So git bash you can install, like you can search git bash install. If you go to here, download and git sc. So if you install this one, it will install git bash for yourself. Three tools will come when you type git. So git GUI, git cmd, and git bash. So we need this git bash, and git bash you can run your Linux command. Now in this git bash, so here, okay, what is the directory right now? I'm in this my user home directory. In this user home directory, I say my folder I create, we git repo. Okay, and I go to in this git repo. Okay, if I do ls, so here is nothing. So I can do git clone, and I can give my repository URL. So it will clone my repository. And now if I see ls here, so I got my big data repo, which cd my big data repo, and this ls command. So whatever files are there, now it has pulled in my local. So if I run git branch command, what will happen? So it is showing only one branch, because I have not created any other branch. So suppose I say I don't want to work directly in the main branch. You want to work in the other, your own branch, another branch. So you have to do git checkout, and then you can do switch the branch. Okay, so that one we will see how to create a new one. Okay, so now your code is there in the local, and this README file, if you check this README file, there is just hash, just big data wrap. Suppose you want to add some content in this README file. Okay, you want to add some content. I added some content. Now, if I do cat command, my README file, so you will see this. It is not coming in new line. So, because append means it appended in the same line. So just my content is modified, right? My content is modified. So if I track my changes, right? So there is a git status command. Okay, so git has various commands are there. So git status command is basically showing your untracked changes. Your changes are not tracked yet. So whenever you see that your file is showing, right, you have modified the file because it's not a new file. Sometimes if you are going to create a new file, like say vi new file .txt, I just write the content in this file. So now if I ls you do, I have a two file. Okay. So if I do git status now, I will see one file is a modified file and one file is a new file, right? So new file is the untracked file. Okay, both are untracked. Okay. So they are suggesting before committing the file, you have to use git add command. So git add command, just you do get add. So there are the two ways, like either you can do dot. So both file will be come to the staging. Okay. So if you do git add dot or you give individual file name. So if you have more than one file and you say only specific file you want to do, suppose you have created this file, but still you don't want to add. So in that case, you will give git add this file. So particular this file you are giving, so only this file will become. If you do git status, it will become green. So now this file has marked as staging file, but still this file is untracked, right? Because you have not add command, you have not added. So if you use git add dot, the dot means it will take all the file, whatever file is present. Okay? So only one file is there. And now you will check git status. You will see both the files are now staged. Okay. Sometimes what happens, suppose you made a file in staging, but still you don't want to commit this file. So what the way you want to restore? So they are suggesting one command, restore command, you can make it back to the untracked file, unstaged file. So stage to unstage, you want to make it, restore command you have to use. You have to use git restore and then say new file.txt. Now you check again git status. So this file has become tracked. Again, you want to make it a stage file, just use for. So you are going to use git add dot, and after that you will see git status. You will find the command is good. Okay, so still your file is not committed because just we made a file stage. So git commit. -m for masses. Okay, so I'm saying first time commit some masses I'm giving. Okay, so but still this is committed in the commit area, but still it is not refreshed in my repository. If I check my repository, only readme file is there, and readme file is my folder content. There is nothing is added me, right? So it means my commit area, in my local commit area, my file is committed in my local commit area, but still my file is not pushed to remote repository. Okay, because my local, this one is not linked. Just I did git clone, right? Because git clone is just bringing the repository in your local, but it is not connected. Okay, so if I want to check git remote, so my repo is there, but my repo is connected, but it is not linked, right? My username, password. So actually Git is having the security. So what security is there? Like settings, like if you go to the settings right here in the developer setting, like go to the settings, there is a developer setting. We have personal token access. Okay. So one personal token access. My tokens are already expired. I have to create a one new token, and that token I have to use from my local. Okay. When I will be, it's kind of password. Okay. So I will be generating token. So token name, some token name I'm giving. I will say my just for reference purpose, because you can have which token you are using. Expiration date default 30, but I can keep it 90 days. Okay. So it will be expire after 3 months. Okay. And so when you are creating token, this token you want to use all public repositories read only. Okay, if this all options are default, fine. This is a classic. This is the old one. Okay, my January. This thing is important. You have to check this one. If you don't check this one, your token will not work. So at least Rapo section you have to enable, right? Rapo section. So this Rapo section you have to enable and generate the token. And this token you keep it with you because this token you can't get back again. Okay, because you have to create a new token. The existing token you can't get back with this token. So you have to save this token somewhere. You save this token whenever as a password you are doing. Now I want to push the data from my local repository. Right? Here. So I'm checking my remote, right? This is my Git. Okay. So if I try Git push, what it says, because in my machine is already set like SSH key. So because second option is a SSH key option. So if you set SSH key in my local machine, so it will not ask the password. Generally in the companies we set the SSH. So how to set the SSH key gen? So actually there is an option the SSH and GPG key. When you go here, okay, and here like I created some SSH key, new SSH key. Okay, I will give the name. Then keep some SSH key, just keeping it some name. And actually, I have to create some key in my local machine, and that key I copy here. So it is like a syncing from my local machine key to the remote repository key. Both should match, and then it will allow to, it will not ask the password. So in this scenario, it is not asking the password, it has directly allowed. So when I go to my repository, if I check my GitHub, I go this repository, I get to this one. So can you see here new file.txt has come, and this is the content of the new file. Okay, and if I check the README file of this my new file, so this is the modified file. Okay, so now I can do check in, check out, like I can do push my changes to the remote. If I do any changes and then I do git pull, I will get my changes. So suppose if I'm modifying the file here, edit command, okay, and I'm modifying the file here. I just modify this one. I say, okay, now I commit changes, commit. Okay, so now my changes is committed. Two lines are there, right? But in my local, if I see still my README file, I see cat command, which README file, README file. It is my still old content, right? So what I will do, git pull. When I do git pull, okay, and now I will see git status. If I see git status, there is nothing to commit, okay? But I see what are the changes came, right, in my local, right? So I can check like okay, what is the file name? It readme file. If I see this changes came, okay. If I do some changes here and I want to check what is the difference between the remote and the local, so there is a git diff command in there. If you do git diff, so Abhi, right now there is no changes because you pulled it. Okay. Again, you do some changes and you want to verify. Suppose you change. Now you commit changes. Okay. Before pull, just suppose git diff. Okay, git fetch, what is doing? It is bringing your changes. Still, it's not same, right? It's not same. Git pull is bringing the actual data, and git fetch is bringing just metadata. Okay, so your metadata is refreshed, but still your changes are not. So we have to do git pull. Okay, if you do some changes in the local and then you check the git diff, git pull we do. Okay, now if I check my readme, so I have, this is the updated one. This is new change. Okay. Now I do the change here. Vi this readme file. Okay. I do change here manually. Now you do git diff. So git diff is saying the changes from local to remote because your local changes are not present in the remote. That change is coming here. So it is saying, right? It is saying you have done the plus, right? You have added a one line. That plus line is coming means this is a new change. And this change is not there in your remote. Okay. So if you do git status, so again, the same process you have to follow, right? Git add, git commit, and git push. Okay. So git add dot, git commit, your second commit, right? So minus m, I'm giving a message, second commit. Any message you can give. And now git push. When you do git push, now you refresh here. Change is coming, but it is here it's shown. Okay, so actual file is this. It's like preview. Okay. So file is updated. Okay, the file is updated. Here it is because of file is. If you download the file, open the content of file. Yeah, this is here it is not showing properly, but the file is. So this is basically you are so whatever what I was saying like this SSH one, right? Like basically, if you want to make it your local repo, right? Your local machine, you have SSH key, so you don't need to use the password because mine is already set the SSH keygen. So basically, we use some SSH keygen command. SSH keygen. Basically, there is a generating a new key. So we have to use first some password from this one we have to copy in the. So I will generate the keygen. So I'm trying to do a new keygen. I'm giving my email ID, which is associated with my GitHub account. So okay, so once this you get, you just use this all we did. Okay. So we are not giving any file name. It will take automatically the default public key file. So just do this cat command. See, this is your SSH. This SSH key, you copy this and put in the GitHub. So GitHub, you go to the settings, and I was creating a SSH key here. So I have already two key in there, so I can delete it because these are not being used. I'm adding a new SSH key. So just give the name. I just kept it some name, authentication key type. And this SSH key you just add SSH key. And just try it. So we change this to one file. So if I check the git difference, I will find I have deleted this, and this is showing red and this is showing green. So red means it is deleted and it is added in the file. So if I check the git status, that is the same process. Git add dot git. So we are changing but push. But I did the change in the new file, right? So can you see this new file is there? This is the new file. Okay. So did you understand both the ways? Okay, one is the password one, because mine is already connected, right? So this SSH one I'm using. But anywhere else, if I use it, I have to use the password one. So I show you in my, I'm not using here my SSH key then. You can see here. So I clone the repository. So I go to the repository and here I take the, so SSH way also there and HTTP is there. This is the SSH key way. This is the HTTPS. So this way you can do the git clone. Repository is same repository. This means if I go to CD to GitHub, and these are two files. If I do cat command new file, now I try to do the changes in this one. New file. Okay, so this contains thing. If I see here git status, so again same on track changes, right? Git add. here, okay, one file get push. I think here, okay, so here is asking my username password. I told you because my repository is not linked, right? So here I'm not using already my SSH key terminal, right? So in that case, I have to give my MC, what is my username, and password you have to give your token. So this token, what I already copied, this token. Okay, now it is working fine. If I go and check in my report, oh, I will see this new file.txt is modified with the new file. So this is the content I added. This is the new file. Right? Okay. So did you understand, right, both the ways, right, how to do with the SSH key and how to do with the like user password. Okay. So first thing, we created repository, we created some code, like we added a file and commit file, add file, commit file, push the file. So sometimes you do the revert of the data, right? Okay. Like there is a two commands are there. One is a git revert and one is a git reset command. Let's do in the Ubuntu. So here, if I say git status, I see right now it is up to date because my branch is nothing to commit because my branch is up to date now. So my branch is up to date now. Okay. But if I want to check the log, one command is a log one line. So one line command is it will be showing you how many commit happened, right? Like first is the initial commit, then the first line time commit, then I have done from the repository, right? So this commit, I have done in the GitHub directly. I did the commit, this update readme, and this initial commit I did in the in the. But whatever commit you are able to see here, first commit, second commit, third commit, these commit and Ubuntu commit. This is the last commit I did from the Ubuntu. So I can see the complete history of my commit. Okay. So if you do git log only, it will be showing you the detailed manner. It will be showing you the detailed manner, right, from Ubuntu commit, this particular date and time, which machine. So this is the user. This is Ubuntu user. This is my other user, right? I did from my user. So here is, I'm showing it here, which user I commit. And if you press enter, it will be showing you the more. Okay. So it is showing you all the one. When you want to come out, you press Q letter. If you press Q, you will come out. Okay. Otherwise, you will not come out. Okay. So if you want to come out from this git log command, you want to come out. So you press Q keyword. Okay. And if you want to check only one single line commit log, so one line this is very simple, just show only commit ID. So every commit has associated with commit ID, right? Now, if I say I want to revert my commit, git revert, and I say if I don't specify the commit ID, it will do the last commit revert. But I say I don't want this commit, I don't want this commit. I want to revert this commit. It is asking to me like whatever I'm reverting, it is again one more commit it will create. So revert command has the one drawback. It is basically creating an extra commit whenever you are doing undo your changes. For your undo changes, it will be another commit. So one more override is there. If you have very frequently commit undo changes, so this type of revert is not good. So revert command is not good when you have very frequent revert is there, right? Okay. For small changes, revert is not good with the revert. Then reset is better. So if I'm saving this one, W2, it is asking me, you are making sure, right? This want to revert, just save it as a file. So colon W3, I will save this and my file is changed. Now I will check my file, ls command. Okay, let's see what was my second commit. So I will check cat new file .tsv. Also have maybe still 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Local change is not coming. When we did second commit, what the changes were there? Third commit and to Pantu commit. Pantu commit, I add we check first git log. Git log. So one more commit is created. The second commit. Revert the second commit. So this particular commit. This changes I am going to come to the one to commit I will I create this ID. Get paper if your I get 7 one file change and one deletion. So git reset is doing, it is just back to your whatever reset you said. You reset, you said B67. So now you add the hack pointer So this head pointer came to back to the first time commit. Okay, let's see the file ls. Both files are there. Let's see the content. Those changes are available in our commit area. Okay, but still in our local file is not. Okay. So this time I pushed the changes in my commit area. Okay, let's see what I did. I did revert this one, first time commit. Now, checking the repository. See, this is my original one. Okay. New file is changed. And if I see the README, this is also changed, right? Up now, still my local is not changed, right? My local is not on. After git revert or git reset, you have to do one git push so that whatever you have committed, right? Whatever you committed, right? So that will be after revert or reset, you have to do git push forcefully. And once you do this git push forcefully, your remote will be updated. But still, I see my local file. If I see my local file, that command file.txt, still my local is not updated. Now you do git pull because if you see git status, it will say nothing to commit. So it will be showing the untracked changes because this file, like if I see the content of the file, it is updated. But originally, if I see this one, this file is showing in the modified in the commit area. So if I do git pull, change the screen. So right now this is a new command. Okay, I do git reset. One command is minus r. Then I can commit it and going back to the first command. This command now I'm actually this reset r command will make your changes. Okay. And it is not asking any confirmation thing. So it is to check in the remote. For remote, I have to do reset hard is making your local changes updated. Now simple git. Now both are same. We check the results. Okay, so this way you can do the git reset part. So this will like make your local change, and then you do git push minus post. Then it will commit in your repository. Okay, I will send the all history of the git command. You will just practice on that.